Good morning. Welcome into another installment of Your Life Matters. It's with clinical social worker Dr. Beth Plachetka from Safe Harbor Counseling and Dr. Beth Speaks. Dr. Beth is back with us again in studio on a Monday. Good morning, Doctor.
Hi, Mike. How are you?
All right. How are you?
I'm good, thanks.
We went into the kind of the music category last week for a fun show, and we're kind of sticking around with music for today too.
Right, because music is a muscle for your brain. It's a workout, I guess I should say, because it does help our cognitive function. If we want to think better, want to think more clearly, it helps our quality of life and our emotional health and happiness. And I want the listeners to understand that these are things that you can just add to your life all the time, if you're doing them, continue. Because what we know is that listening to music results in a higher score for mental well-being. So people who are listening to music, when they take these little surveys for people, they scored higher statistically. It also slightly reduces anxiety and depression levels. So, listening to something upbeat if you're down, or something soothing if you're anxious, or, that kind of thing.
For sure.
People who go to musical performances, they rate their brain health as excellent or good as 69% of the time, compared to 58% who used to go and stopped, and 52% who never did. So that's a big difference in feeling like they're better. If you were exposed to music as a child, 68% said it's easy to learn, excellent or good learning ability, compared to 50% who weren't exposed to music. Of people who are over 50 and want to be happy and have good thinking skills, if they actively engage in music, they can increase their cognitive skills. They can become happier. So if we want to catch up, even if you're a late joiner, somebody I worked with in the office at the Geneva High School, she took up the violin when she turned 50. She said, I know it's good for your brain. And then she would play it. She goes, I don't expect to be in an orchestra. I just want to play, and I want to, she played for like nursing homes and things like that. A friend my age started about 10 years ago, and she plays the cello in a symphony in California. She loves it. One of the priests that I used to know, he and his brother took all kinds of music. And I started saying, that helps with all kinds of learning. He goes, did you take music? I said, no, darn it. But,
It's never too late.
It's never too late. So what we do know is that music activates those diverse parts of the brain, the auditory cortex, obviously. But it also associates with body movement, because you have to move your fingers or your voice, right, or whatever. And then parts of the brain connected to emotional regulation are active and synchronized. So the music kind of takes over the rhythm of our body, which is what we always want to do, is have that nice flow going where we, kind of like in a hammock, I'm ready, I can get up, but if I don't need to, I'm good,
right.
Memory regions are activated. And the beat activates the motor system, and we can tap or snap or dance. And we do that almost all the time. I turned something on for one of the grandkids in the car this morning. It was The Greatest Showman. And she was swaying immediately.
Oh, yeah.
She asked for it, and then she's dancing, sitting in the car.
Yeah, I think music helps with a lot of activities. I think we talked last week about if you're studying and you want to put something on in the background to help put you in a good mood. Maybe you're cooking dinner. Hey, let's throw some music on. Or you're cleaning the house. Right. It breaks up the mundane and just puts a little extra smile on your face.
Well, Mary Poppins said a spoonful of sugar, and she meant sing a song. And, Yankee Doodle, the songs were in the movie, their songs were helping young men be inspired.
Right.
So it's good for everything. So it's always good to have those things going on to help our brain.
That's good advice. Music kind of is a universal thing. Everybody seems to enjoy it or have it as a use for something good in their lives. Hopefully you enjoyed this show with our past shows on music, or any of these past shows, old topics, old resources. You can go to safeharboril.com, listen to past shows, get more information on everything that we've talked about. Call Safe Harbor Counseling at 630-466-8657 and join us again at the same time next week.